Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about wisdom and compassion and happiness. These are wonderful things. When they show up in our life, they make a totally different world for us. And that's why I want to talk about them. Because for most of us, for most of the time, wisdom, compassion, and happiness are not present. Why is this? Why is it missing these things that are so wonderful for us? That brings so much joy and fulfillment to our life. I want you to ask yourself, why are they more present in our life? What has happened to us that they're no longer here with us? When I say no longer, I'm thinking that in other generations, in the past history, like Western civilization or other civilizations, compassion, wisdom, happiness, these have been central to our civilization, central to what we're about as human beings. But as the modern world has progressed, I think these things have become less and less and less central to our vision for our life. And what's happened is that physical things have become more important. Objects, physical objects, cars and clothes and houses and iPads and technological devices, entertainment, these have become central to our life. They capture our attention, even just for fleeting moments. They eat up our time and our attention and our focus. And what's most meaningful to us tends to evaporate into the distance, and we don't capture that what's really important to us. So that's why I want to talk about this just a little bit today. And I hope you will think about what can make your life more meaningful, more compassionate, and more wise. And what's distracting you from making it that way? I think about in my classes in nonviolent communication and my parenting class and my attempts to help people and myself too lead a more meaningful life. One of the things that is most important is for us to gain wisdom. And we do that, we can't gain wisdom through reading. I've tried this for many years. What I find is that most of the reading that's available to us in the West is not wise. I finish reading it, I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel more wise. I feel more cluttered, more distracted. Most writers say, oh, go read something else. And so I go read something else. And then they say, oh, there's 5 other things you should read. By the time I finish, it's pretty confusing. I don't have a coherent sense of, wow, this is what's more meaningful. This is what's more wise in my world. So what I've found is actually in Buddhist literature, they emphasize the practice, of course, of meditation to make your mind more peaceful, more contented, more focused, and deepen your sense of presence. Now, when this happens, then there's a chance out of this peacefulness for something more pure, more purified to arise out of the confusion of our mind. One of the images I really love is that in a certain kind of Buddhism called Kadampa Buddhism, they emphasize that what they call the clear mind. The clear mind is like a blue sky. Blue sky is so beautiful. And that's the nature of mind. It's very clear. It's very empty. It's formless. But when our thoughts come in, it's like a cloudy sky. The clouds come in, they cover up the sun, and they cover up the blue sky. And our consciousness just seems gray and filled with motion, wind, and sometimes contention. They emphasize there, though, that just because there's clouds there doesn't mean that the clear blue sky is not present. It's behind the clouds. And after a while, maybe a few days, or even sometimes, depending where you live, weeks, the clear sky will appear again and remind you, oh yes, it's been here all the time. Our mind is like that. We have a clear mind and it's beautiful and clear. But when our thoughts come in, our troubles, our concerns, our opinions, our judgments, these things cloud up our mind and create agitation in our mind. And this agitation interferes with our sense of peace and calm and contentment. And so what we need to do is we need to learn how to discipline our mind, how to practice peacefulness. And we do this through meditation. We do this by watching our mind carefully and making sure that our mind can calm down, become more peaceful, more thoughtful, more mindful, really, and more watchful and alert. And when we do this, it's possible to create greater fulfillment and greater sense of compassion also for ourselves and other people. So that's my message for today, to encourage you to practice this. You can practice this. You don't have to sit down for a long time to practice this. You don't even have to sit down. You can do walking meditation. But to practice each day a way to calm your mind, let go of your distractions, let go of your impulse to buy from Amazon or to find out what's in the news, to take time to breathe, focus on your breathing, to take time out. There is much more wisdom in your heart than it is out there in the world anywhere. And to honor that, to practice that, and to keep in contact all day long with what's going on in your heart. Be very watchful of your heart. That's my message for today. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you'll practice it. Good luck.